All right, good morning, traders. What's going on? It's always nice to I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have a swing trade, it's always nice to like wake up when your stock's just gapped up. And I think that's like the best feeling in trading. You're sleeping and then you wake up and then you're making money. I don't know, it's always like the best feeling. So, what I was talking about, EROS swing, worked out nicely. I've been talking about this play for weeks now, and finally got this move on to the upside. Called this swing out in 220s. I was swinging like a 230 something average, and I sold this morning at 310. Completely out of it. Met my target. Yes, it could go higher, but don't want to get greedy. I met my target, so why am I gonna continue to hold? Anything more would just be greedy. I was risking 30 cents on the play, and I met my risk reward target. Which was over $3. They did have news this morning. They are collabing with Microsoft, which is big news. Whenever you see a penny stock, partnering or have any sort of collaboration with a blue chip company, it's always big news. And that's what we had this morning on EROS. Had some news this morning, and this is what caused this spike on up. So congrats to anyone who swung EROS with me. This was a fantastic swing trade, and be looking for another swing. I've been doing pretty well with these swing trades, so I'm going to continue to call them out as I see, and swing any other stocks that I think have a good setup. All right, so yeah, let me get into the watch this morning. I'm in a smaller trade right now. I'm in aim short. A little bit lower than I would have liked. I saw it up here at the 360s, but I was kind of focusing on the EROS play, so I kind of missed it up there. Then I got in on this pop here. I have like a 317 average. I'm gonna be risking like this 340 level on aim. You can see overall this morning, price action, super weak at the moment. Each pop we're seeing get sold into. We're seeing high red volume bars versus buying volume. You can see each pop getting sold into, and just putting in lower highs here. So I'm looking for this thing to continue to fade onto the downside on aim. If volume looks strong out of the gates, or either hits my stop, I'll take a small paper cut. I could always try again, if I'm seeing weakness on aim. But overall, this price action volume is pretty weak this morning. It doesn't have a history of running either. Did go on a little run here, but this was on very low volume there on aim. You see, it doesn't have like a big history of making any sort of moves. Is a lower float at 2 million. I prefer taking this setup on a higher float. AIM is a little bit lower, and there is some dilution there in the filings also on AIM, so we could see them continue to unload. Is up 90%, so we do have some meat here on the play. So we'll see what ends up happening here on AIMS. My bias could change on this one. It still is a micro float, so there is a chance if I see things that I am liking that my bias could change and I could look to long it. But at the moment, I am a short bias currently on AIM. All right, let's get into the next play. Let's see. We do have a what is it? WWR. This could be like a pump target today, so probably won't be something I trade, but could see some sort of chat pumps move in here and push this play on up. Micro float, big spreads with news, so could be a target on some pump rooms. So just be aware of that. If you are playing this, look to take into any sort of pop or just avoid. I'll be avoiding it. I don't like playing these type of stocks. Just want to throw it out there. Let's see. SPI. This is yesterday's runner on SPI. It is gap down today. This is a day 2 setup. So if this thing gets any sort of pop into yesterday on to prior resistance levels, could look for a short on SPI. Let me see what levels. So we had a pretty big consolidation level here at like 350. is pretty close. So maybe like this 350 to like this 370 level, maybe even higher. I'll have to see. We'll see how it reacts at open. We'll see if you get that morning pop. A morning pop on weak volume into this prior day resistance. Possibly looking for a short on SPI. So we'll see how that one sets up. This is a day 2 setup. Gap down this morning. Bag holders from yesterday. So we'll see how this one pans on out this morning on SPI. Alright guys, just give me one moment here. Give me 1 minute. Alright, AIM, let's see. AIM, a little bit of a high volume soak there, so I have a small position. I knew this is a little bit riskier, chasing this a little bit to the downside here. So if I cut it, it'll be a paper cut. I could always look to re-enter. Alright, we got about 12 minutes. We have some time here. Let's see. I definitely don't recommend any beginner trader, any newer trader to short micro floats. It's definitely something you shouldn't be dabbling into until you have more experience. Get into some deep trouble, shorting some of these micro floats. What's going on, George? This morning on watch is AIM, SPI, EROS, and then WWR is kind of this on like pump watch for any other chat rooms, but won't be trading that one most likely. Main focus will be on AIM and SPI this morning. I do have a small position short on AIM at the moment. We'll cut it if it breaks this like 340 level. Nathan, I didn't see the Tesla news. Didn't see it. gonna do a quick search around and see what's going on in Discord. You guys have any tickers you want me to check out? You guys could X. Have some have some time here till the market opens. Could look around for a new swing trade, any sort of stock setting on up. Good morning, Dreambox. Alex RX, yeah, that was one I called out last week as a swing. It already made its move, so getting it now would be on the chasier side. Hold on, guys. Let me just give me a second. I may have to you take a little paper cut here and aim if it breaks over this 340 level. Yeah, guys. As far as like big caps and stuff like that, Alex does another live stream and he trades a lot of these bigger cap stocks. So I'm more of a penny stock trader. So I'd probably ask Alex for his advice on like Apple, Tesla, any of those stocks. But just my opinion, market is at all time highs here, so as a trader, wouldn't really want to be buying, at the highs. So I'd probably wait for some sort of pullback, maybe to the 200-day moving average, if it could ever get there. But me, if I was looking for a long-term investment, I'd be waiting for some sort of pullback. You swing like this, something like this, to enter a long-term position. That's just me, though. I don't have as much experience, with these bigger cap, these futures. Alex would, help you much better than I would. MDR, yeah, I saw some of you guys nail that yesterday on MDR. So a lot of you guys nailed it, actually. The IBS had a sick trade on yesterday. He timed the bottom perfectly, got into like the 120s and or the 150s, and he rode it all the way up here for a really nice move. So I think I didn't really check the headline on this, but they probably had some sort of bad data or something that caused this drop. And you could look for some sort of dead cat bounce on it today on MDR. If that's a setup you guys like playing, this should definitely be on watch for you. For some sort of dead cat bounce. Yeah, Corey. Everyone, every trader is different. Every trader is gonna have their own, opinions and thought process on certain trades, certain setups, certain stocks, certain charts. So everyone's gonna have their own, different opinion and you know, thoughts on certain things. For me, I like buying. You know, kind of in this bottom right hand corner when we're slowly starting to build like higher lows and we're slowly starting to reverse like EROS. That's why I swung this one. Bottom right hand corner, slowly starting to make this reversal, starting to form this wedge pattern with a gap to fill. That's the swing setup that I like looking for and that I like to trade. Personally, you wouldn't be wanna buying something in like the top right hand corner. You're like looking like the bottom right hand corner that's slowly starting to curl on up. Nice. I see a lot of you guys are killing it on EROS. Congrats to you guys. But just make sure you're locking in along the way. You know, it's definitely possible this thing could run the four at the same time. Could dump all the way back to 250. So make sure you guys have a game plan for it. Make sure you guys have a target price. My target price was met, hit $3, so I was out. Yes, it could go higher, but make sure you guys have a target price. Last thing I want to see you guys is you're up a good amount, and then you end up taking a loss or you end up breaking even. So make sure you're always locking in along the way. Wow, Nasty Bunny in chat saying Sure Trader got suspended for 5 days. That's not really surprising to me. I did actually mention on the stream like a week ago that a little sketchy, having a broker with the owner, having some legal issues. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but Alex did use Sure Trader and he did have some issues there. But if anyone is using Sure Trader, I'm definitely hoping for the best for you guys. Oh, so it is legit, yeah. That's crazy. But at the same time, not surprising at all. Not surprising. Yeah, CMEG, I hear great things about them. And so market is about to open. So I do want to give AIM a look here. I am in small, so do want to see if this thing's going to have a pop and soak out of the gates. I could look to add small. But definitely not a beginner trade. I don't recommend anyone you're shorting a micro float like this. The market is about to open. I'll switch the scanners in 1 second here. Just have to watch my position at open. So let's see if we soak and stuff here on AIM. So a little bit of a push here. 340s did take a lot, absorb a lot there. 340s did absorb a lot there. You guys saw that nice stuff. Let's see if we get sub threes. Would have been a nice add there at 340. I just didn't add there. But you guys saw that 340 absorbed a lot and stuffed hard. Let's see if we go sub 3. Very nice on AIM. I was looking for a little higher there. I wanted to like add maybe 350s. It's definitely still come back. This is still front side. I would say above 3. Once we crack 3, I think it's probably game over for AIM. And that's what I'll be betting on. Like what I saw in that 340 pop. Soaked a lot. But we gotta crack sub 3 on this one. And just because I'm short doesn't mean you guys have to go avoid going long. If you guys want to go long, go kill it. All right, so volume's pushing here. Let's see what happens again at 340 here. So you are breaking 340. Want to see if we stuffed here in the 340s. So stalling here, added here at 340. Stalling a little bit here in the level 2 and tape. And if we do break this 360, I'll probably stop out here on AIM. You want to give it some room here, though. Was stalling for a minute there, then volume did come on in. Be careful, guys. I warned you that this is a micro float. More of an experienced trading. Only experienced traders should be trading this on the short side. Tape still looks a little. Does look like it's stalling to me, so I could definitely see this thing stuffing. So I'm gonna give it some room here on AIM. You guys can see it. The level 2 is a little. You guys see when it's starting to come on up, it's stalling a little bit. You guys see that? It's usually a bearish thing when we have the tape stalling. So we'll see if we get the stuff. There we go. And there's that stuff on AIM. I had a pretty nice add there at that 350 mark. Brought my cost average up. Dreambucks. Nice, man. Perfect, dude. Yeah, I don't want any of you guys. I know someone said they're going to mirror my trading. That's what I don't want here. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. I can't. But I want you guys to learn from me, and I don't want you guys maybe to always have the same thesis or opinion as me. So happy to see someone longing. So my target on this will probably be like 270s on AIMS. Maybe I'll look to, since I did have an ad, maybe I'll look to take half, right as it cracks 3. My cost average is up a little bit higher now at I'm at 329 average short. So just watching right now, just watching the tape, watching the volume. Nice EROS hitting the scanners there. Nice little upper wick. Nice unloading there on aim. Let's see if we get this wash. Very close. Come on, aim. Let's get this $3 wash. Let's get it aim. This will be a nice wash here. Would flush hard below 3, so hopefully we get it here. Let's see, EROS. Nice EROS. NSPR. So still sitting in first. Target will be sub 3 on aim. So just looking around, seeing if anything else is going on. EROS making this red to green. IGC. All right, there's WWR. We talked about this one. Could see a pump on this one from some sort of chat rooms. Looks like could see these chat rooms moving over 4. And there it is on WWR. But don't expect this thing to hold its gains. So if any of you guys did get in this, definitely be locking in profits, and it is halted there on WR. So we kind of saw that coming on that play. Nice EROS. I hope EROS runs the $4 for you guys. Really do. Anyone in WWR? Or are you guys just avoiding that one? If I was in, I'd probably be taking right after this hole, because usually that's usually what the chat room guys do. You know, they'll get in with their room, they'll halt on light volume, then once it opens, most of the time they will sell right after the halt and dump on their members. Excuse me. Gonna have some resistance here at 315 on EROS. David, yeah, I don't like to say any names, so I'll just say a newsletter or a chat room. CLWT. This is a former runner. Former runner here. This one, big history of running on CLWT. See if it has news. Try to be like an encyclopedia. Just know off the top of my head some of these runners. Eurotex company's limited decrease issue of bonus shares. So kind of like a BR press release there. BS meant. So let's see if we get this Ames crack. Volume's really crappy on it. The tape's really weak. Let's see if we get it here. And we'll look to cover up. Come on, AIM. Just give us a few more cents here. This thing's up 88%, so we could definitely get a nice flush below 3 if we could get it. WWR unhalted here. Bottom level 2. Oh, how did SPI pan out? Forgot about this one. 339, so it barely even made a move. And there's WWR dumping. So funny with these pumps. Yeah, it did yesterday. Yep, I saw that yesterday. I had that nice, shorts covered, late day yesterday. Then it dropped in after hours. Yeah. Yeah, MDR was nice. A lot of traders in chat caught that one. A lot of traders did catch that one. WR, this is what I meant. It's just so predictable. Halt on the way up, unhalt. So make sure you're taking profits if you guys are even trading it, or just don't even trade it. I'd recommend don't trading it. And then it gives back all of its gains because the chat room guy sells and dumps it on his members. Come on, aim. Let's get this crack. Beautiful. Let's go. Nice aim. All right, covered half there, 297. So covered half, and the rest I'll be looking for some more fade on it. Looking for some more fade on it. Had 6,000 shares, now holding 3,000, so covered half. CLWT getting some momentum here. Last time this ran was in March, so this thing hasn't ran in a while. This thing, I remember being a beast. Hey man, yeah, like I said yesterday, I was telling people in Discord chat, teaching you how to read the tape is very challenging. It's probably the hardest thing to teach in trading is like teaching others how to read the tape. But I did mention yesterday I posted in the educational tab like things I look for when reading the level 2 in tape. So I could just read that out loud to you guys. If you're in Discord, you could also look at it. So I said some things I look for when reading the tape are the velocity of the tape, the speed of the tape. Is it heavy? Is it fast? Or it's stalling? For in this case, aim, I saw it stalling. As we were breaking like 340, 350, I did see a lot of stalling on the tape there. So I gave it a little wiggle room. As it cracked 350, it was a little scary there. Not going to lie. It was a little scary there. But I gave it a little room because I did see some weakness on the tape. I saw it stalling a bit. And it did pay off, giving it a few more cents above my stop. I don't recommend that, but, in certain scenarios, certain situations, maybe you give it a few more cents if you're seeing, some conviction. That's what I saw on the tape. Saw the stalling there, and that's why I gave it some room, anticipating the washout. So, other than that, you look for some refilling orders on the bid side, soaking on the bid and axe. A strong bid side versus a strong axe side. Stacking orders, high volume absorbing on the dips versus high volume stuffs on pop. Spotting hidden offerings, which could be challenging if you don't have like a book map or level 3, and then spoofing on the bids and X. So those are pretty much all the things I look for. So on the tape. And a lot of this stuff, no one will teach you this stuff. No one will teach you this stuff. Very few people out there will teach you that kind of stuff. But I'll teach you that stuff here. Yeah, there's level 3, and there's more market depth you could find like using Bookmap. Or TradeStation does awful level 3. So if AIM comes back up to my entry, I'll just break even on the rest. So if it comes back up to like 329, 330, I'll break even on the rest. So no matter what, I'll be walking away in the green on it. Good morning, Orlando. Yeah, I could look into doing something like that. I could. Yeah, I'm not the best editor, but I'd have to go back in my live streams and like edit it, pull it out of the live stream and put it into a video. Like today's a good example of aim. A lot of you guys probably thinking that it's a low float, it's got to run, but based on what I saw in the price action and volume, told otherwise. I'm not saying I can't run. It definitely could still run, but things were telling me otherwise, based on the tape. And all these are recorded. You can go back and watch any live stream. So today, if you want to go back and watch AIM, you could go back and watch what happened here. Versus, I don't know, another day when we saw our big squeezer. What did the tape look like when that one squeezed? What did the tape look like when this one squeezed? Yeah, today's a little bit slow today. A little bit on the slower side. Still got a nice trade in on my end. AIM was a good setup. This would have been a A+ setup if it was a higher float. This was like a 6, 7, 8 million float. I would have been in huge on this play. So we'll see if we can meet the targets, like 270s. Looking like a Call of Duty day. Yeah, get some studying in, and then hop on the Call of Duty or whatever you're playing. All right, Stock Block. I'll catch you later, man. I also sent out your T-shirts, so expect it in like a week and a half. And Nick the winner. I don't know if you're watching. Your order just got shipped out for your T-shirt. Gene, 350 on EROS swing. That's sick, dude. Congrats. Awesome, Nick. Yeah. We'll definitely be doing some more giveaways. Maybe, I don't know about this week. I have been doing a lot lately. I think I did the last 3 weeks giveaway. So, next week I'll do a giveaway next week. Definitely do one next week. We'll do two also. We'll do a double giveaway. So make sure you guys are here. Next week we'll be doing another giveaway. Yeah. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, we're not going to do it on a Friday this time. I don't know why I always do it on a Friday. So, well, next giveaway we won't do on a Friday. We'll do like a Thursday maybe or a Wednesday. How does that sound? I know a lot of you guys aren't here on Fridays, so do it on like a Thursday or Wednesday. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll do it on a Thursday. Let's see how EROS is looking at. Let's see EROS. See how this one's looking. CLWT. This was one that could possibly catch some shorts off guard. And this one's a tricky one. 55% held insiders. History of running. So wouldn't be surprised if this one sneaks up on some shorts, but I still wouldn't play it. What was it like? Yeah, EROS. Let's see, EROS. EROS reclaiming 3. Throwing the reclaim 3 there on EROS. We'll check it out. So put in some higher lows here. Higher low, higher low. See if EROS can get some momentum now. Nice little intraday setup. Aim at making some new lows here. Yeah, it feels like there's some sellers there on EROS 307. Looks like there's some sellers. But chart setting up nice. See if it holds $3. It's a good time for some questions too. If you guys have some questions, you guys could ask. So what would you do if I was thinking about getting in euros? Let me look at the chart again. So if I was in euros, I'd probably be getting in on the next dip to like $3 and risking off 290 on euros. Or if you want to give it a little bit more room, you could honestly risk off 285. So you're risking about 16 cents off the 285 level. So then you want to be looking to make at least 30 cents. You'd probably be looking for like 330s, 340s. So that would be what I would be looking for. And if you are buying this $3 dip right now, you kind of want to see $3 hold. But if it cracks, not the end of the world. You could risk off 290 or you could risk off 285. So kind of be getting in now and be looking for what I just said. Biggest win and biggest loss. That's a good question. Let me think about this. Trying to think about the biggest loss. I know my biggest win. What was my biggest loss? I'm trying to think. Biggest win. Let's go over biggest win first. Biggest win was back on DCIX. DCIX 2 years ago. This play I made 30K in this trade on DCIX. Swung this like week before this big run. Saw the reverse split. Knew it happened the prior year on DRIS. The year before DRIS ran to like $100. It was the craziest run I've ever seen. It was when I just started getting into trading too. It was absolutely insane. So I was like, oh, next year, let me look at the shippers. Let me look for a shipper. They ran in November, and actually the year before DRYS, we did see another shipper run pretty big too. I was like, oh, so 2 years in a row, these shippers ran in November. Next year, I'm gonna look for the lowest float shipper and invest maybe like a few weeks before November. That's exactly what I did. I saw DCX reverse split. This reverse split to like a few $100K, so very low float. Got in, and boom, rode it all the way up to like, I think I sold it like $9 or $10 on it. I didn't even have a massive position either, and I made 30K on that trade. That was my biggest trade. And then last year, it was kind of like a week thing, like within the span of a week. GLBS and EC, I made like 25K on it. And then actually just like a week or two ago on I think it was, what is it? It was like CEI or I don't know. There's so many recent runners, but like a week or two ago, I had probably my top 5 biggest wins. I made like 20K on a trade. I think it was CEI or something. I gotta look. That was my biggest winner, and my biggest loser. I think, I want to say. I know I was down. I know I was down huge, really big on a position actually. It was RKDA actually. It was RKDA. RKDA. I was down huge on this, guys. So this run here, a week before it went on. You can't see it. I guess I have so many I don't know. I have so many lines here. But like a week before this ran, it went on like an initial run. I think it was on this day here, or maybe it was on this day. I don't know. One of these days, it went on a huge run, and yeah, I was on a hot streak. I was on a massive hot streak. Yeah, I was just killing it. A few months in a row, I was doing really good on these shorts. I was really improving my short game a lot because my first 2 years, my first like year and a half, I was really just taking a lot of longs, and then really started improving on my short game a lot. And this one just caught me on RKDA. Just caught me really bad, and I just became a bag holder on it. I kept on fighting it. It was going up and up and up, and I was getting smoked. I was down like 17K on it, 18K, and I almost didn't. I was about to stop out, and it finally came back down, and it was so close. I was so close to stopping out. It would have been like a 20K loss on it. That would have been terrible, especially at that time. My account still wasn't. It was good, my account, but still a 20K loss at the time would have been just a really bad loss for me. And finally came back down, and I somehow made money on it, which I was pissed. And then after that trade, I never ever once taken a trade without having a stop in mind, and I always have my finger on the trigger ready to stop out. So that trade really disciplined me a lot. Being down that much, fighting the stock, really helped me a lot. Build that skill of discipline and always stopping out, because something like that could easily happen to any of you guys. You could lose an infinite amount of money shorting until your broker stops you out. But my biggest loss was actually, I think it was on HMNY. I must have lost 7 or 8K on HMNY. This stock's an absolute scam. It was a micro float at the time. Had news. It was a while ago. This was like 2017. This thing had so many reverse splits. This is one of the worst companies probably in the stock market. And, had news, low float. It was early on. And I chased it all the way up. And I got smoked. I lost like 50% on it. It was like up 50%, then it went down 50% red. It was insane. I was like, how could this keep going lower? It's got to bounce, and ended up taking like a 7 or 8K loss on it, on HMNY. And it was really early on, too. It was really early on. It was like 2017, 2016, I think. And it was devastating to my account, it was all a learning lesson, that on that trade, I learned not to give in the FOMO and not to buy at the top. Yeah, HMNY is like a pink sheet now. It's like 000. Let's see what it's at. I'm actually curious. HMNY. Look at that. It's like 0002. It's just garbage. I don't even know how they're still even listed. Big scam company. Heard the CEO has like 3 other companies too listed on the exchanges. Big scam artist. Yeah, that ticker killed me. The float was so low on it too. It's absolutely crushed me whenever I long that thing. It's a dilution pig. The movie pass, yeah. HMNY movie pass. I remember the stock to its people too. Like, they were just hyping it up. They're like, oh, HMNY movie pass. They're gonna be bigger than Netflix. They would just hype it up so much. Every long got just murdered on HMNY. If you were long in that turd and you weren't selling into pops, you're getting smoked. You got it, Richard. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, I've been using the jailbroken fire stick. Those things are sick. I'm using that. And when I watch movies. Yeah, I'm still sitting in aim here. Still sitting in aim. Getting a little pop now. See a lot of selling into that pop. Once again. Nice, very nice. Very nice aim. SPI back up. I didn't even reserve any borrows on it. I forgot about it. This was the level yesterday that... This would be the shorting level here on SPI. Kind of like this 350, 370 level. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be long in this. This thing is zero volume. You know, no volume. Probably got some bag holders from yesterday. Probably gonna unload into this pop. You do a volume profile. Volume profile is nice. You get to see like where the most volume was stuck from the other day. So I'll just show you guys. It's pretty cool. This is yesterday's volume profile. So yeah, you know, it's not even like anything crazy. You could tell where the most volume was most of the time. You can see the most volume was right here at this 355 level. This is where the most people bought in. 355 level. So it's gonna be the most resistance from yesterday. Like this 355, there's 360, 370 level. Oh, nice. There's EROS. Anyone take that trade on EROS off the $3 mark? A solid trade there. Nice. If you guys took it. There's CLWT. I said it. You know, if something's gonna sneak up, it's gonna be this guy. It's a tricky one. I remember this guy. No, if you're not their first rodeo here on CLWT. Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna run to like $6, $7, $8. You know, no one knows that. But I'm just saying if you're the type of traders looking for like these little pump, low float things like a WWR. You know, that's not bad. It's still scary, you know, shorting something like this. You know, it easily halts into a circuit breaker. But like CLWT wouldn't get involved with this one on the short side. Seen this thing many times. Extremely trappy. 900k float. So if anything's gonna sneak up, like I said, it'll be this. EROS 315. Nice. If we start to get into like zombie hour on AIM and it's still above this $3 mark, I may take it off. It's tricky. Holding shorts past 10:30 gets a little tricky. It's easier for to get swiped up. Easier for it to get pumped on up as liquidity dies on off. EROS 320. It's a good day. It's a good day. EROS swing worked out. AIM's working out. Anyone still holding EROS? Perfect trade off that $3 dip buy. That was a perfect trade. Perfect ABCD setup. A, B, C, boom, D. Perfect setup there. Anyone took that $3 dip buy. Perfect entry. Perfect risk. As we come up to like 330 level, 340s, pre-market resistance, good area to scale on out. Tough decision to make here on AIM. Do I hold into zombie? Maybe give it like 15 more minutes before it cracks. If it doesn't, then just take it off. So I gotta make a decision here on AIM. Good luck, Dreambox. If anything's going to happen, it would probably happen in the next 30, 40 minutes because we are getting to zombie hour. We could see it spike on up. Sneaky CLWT. Sneaky. On thin air. Thin air. What's the target on AIM? I'm looking for 270s on it. Looking for 270s. I think we could get it. But I'd like to see it happen in the next 10, 15 minutes. I don't like holding shorts into lunch. Especially micro floats. If this was a higher float, I'd probably hold it. I think I'm gonna do this. If AIM's above $3 by 10:30, I'll probably take it off. Probably take it off. Sorry I had to mute the mic for a second there, guys. Very close to stopping out there on AIM. 330 is my stop. My average is 329, so risking 1 cent on it. Freaking zombie hours. It always happens. These micro floats are so freaking tricky, especially when you get into this time. Very easy to manipulate them. So, it's a good rule to have to cover up any short positions before like 10:30 on any micro float stocks if it's still above your area. But I'm still holding. We did have a high volume rejection there on AIM, right at that view out mark. Came very close to stopping out, so still holding it. But we're getting close to this 10:30 mark, and if we're still above $3 before 10:30, I'm gonna strongly consider stopping out. But I did like that high volume rejection there. Dreambox, nice trades and good longs on AIM today. Very nice. Just look at the overall volume on AIM, right? So look at the overall volume on it. There's so much selling, red the whole morning, pre-market, red. So a lot of red. So in the price action too, I'm just not liking the price action on it. So I'm not gonna long this thing on AIM this morning. That's why I'm holding a short position right now. This is what I always mean by price action, volume after confirm. If it's so bad, it's the other way, then look for a short on it. And especially they do have an ATM, not a former runner. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. I locked in half anyway, so it's already a green trade. That's why I always recommend locking in along the way. Had that initial 290 target, then I had a 270. So one of my targets met, the other hasn't met just yet. Either way, it's a big green day. I made 2K on EROS. I posted that in profits chat. So if you guys want to see that on EROS over in Discord chat, I posted it right here in profits chat. EROS 2K. So either way, it's gonna be a nice green day, no matter what happens here. And if you guys like EROS for a long, AIM for a long, go attack it. I would probably say risk off that $3 line. If you guys like it for a long, risk 3. Alright, so 3 minutes. Let's see what happens here. 3 more minutes. Alright, coming up here to 330. If you break 330, I'll break even. Yeah, Ricky, and then combine that with annoying dogs that bother me only when I'm trading. a pretty loud family, so it is hard, but I get used to it. I get used to it. But hopefully, in the future, I could rent out like some office space. That's what I mean. uh, so these dogs. I love my dogs, but like, just don't bother me when I'm trading. Any other time, I don't really care. I have a big one, Argentinian Mastiff, and then I have a toy poodle, and then a Habijan. So I have one big guy and then two little ones. Let's see, aim here. All right, it's 10:30. So I think I might cut it here on aim. Give it a second here. SPI turned out to be a decent short too, at 350 level. Yeah, we'll see. AIM looks like it may be a bull trap here. I've been seeing that all morning. Each time pops, it's getting just absolutely crushed into each pop. It definitely could change here, but so far this price action hasn't been very bullish. So that's why I'm still hanging on for a little bit longer here. In case we get this, this big infinite flush. You can definitely see it. We saw it. Geez, I have good memory on like old plays, but like stuff that happened recently, I don't know why. I just draw a blank sometimes. It's weird, like these older plays. Like I remember CLWT like perfectly when this thing ran, but like something that happened last week, I just can't remember. We saw this happen yesterday. Yesterday we had a whatever ticker. Oh, it was SPI yesterday. We saw it happen. Yeah, it was SPI. How did I forget that? SPI. Kind of the same grinding action we had. Same grinding action here. This one did ended up holding longer, but I'm talking about this here. This big infinite flush here. I think maybe we could see something similar to that on AIM. where we're just kind of like hovering above view up a little bit, and then boom, big flush. So if you're long, I'd probably say, if I was long, I'd probably have a stop below 3. I'd have a stop below 3 if I was long. Check out Explained on Netflix. Episodes on memory. I'll write that down. Cool, I'll give that a look. Maybe wrap up the stream a little early today. Do have some things I gotta do today, and I'm pretty tired at the moment, so maybe wrap it up a little early today. See what happens here on AIM. This week flew by. It's already Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And we'll do that giveaway next week. And I'm going to try to figure out this mic situation. Because like I said, I want to have some guests on the stream. I want to have Dennis on here. Maybe I could have some other traders hop on with me. Maybe AC will hop on with me for a day. Maybe I'll DM AC. See if he's interested in that. Or Poseidon. So I'll figure that out. I don't know if it was. I think it was Dennis's mic. I don't think it was my speaker. I hope not, because I just bought those the other day. So I was thinking it was maybe Dennis's mic. So I'll probably do some test runs. Yeah, we love Dennis. Dennis is my guy. It's my guy. Yeah, Skype. That's what we're thinking. Discord. We were talking through Discord. It's pretty crappy. So we'll probably use Skype. Yeah, I'll hit up Dennis. Maybe I'll do another test run with Dennis today, and then maybe I'll have him on tomorrow. I'll see if he wants to do that. All right, we'll see if we get this flush here on AIM. There we go. Yeah, I'll talk it up with Dennis, see if he wants to do that. He do like a face cam with him. I don't think he would mind. So I'll probably give this like 5 more minutes because I do gotta head out of here. I got some things to do. On AIM, I'll give the stream to like 10:45 ish, and then I'll wrap it up. Good luck, gamer. Definitely wishing the best for you on that trade. Thank you, Dreambox. Yeah, hopefully we get this flush. If you guys are long, hoping it does spike on up. See you later, Dreambox. Yeah, I'll probably be wrapping it up in a few minutes too. Yeah, I do gotta leave, so I'll probably be exiting this by 11 no matter what. If it hits my stop, then I'll obviously stop out, or if it hits like my just 280, 270, I'll take profits. But if it's 11 and I'm still in, I'm probably gonna just exit where it's at because I do have some things I gotta do. And thank you all again for tuning into this stream every day. I really appreciate the constant support I'm getting for you guys. If I have time tonight, I know I did say I'll do a video. I'm gonna see if I have time tonight to record something. If not, maybe I'll do it tomorrow or sometime over the weekend. I know Dennis was just hitting me up too. He wants to do some sort of podcast with me, or he wants to do some sort of like trader review. So like he wants me to like review his trades. Tell me what could he do differently, or what could be his takeaway from his trading day. Just like help him like journal and review his day. So I'm definitely gonna do some more collabs with him. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Alright, stream's about to end soon. Let's see if we get this flush. Nice little flush on the stream would be nice. Yeah, and that's what I love about Dennis too. Like he does not care. Like he'll show you his struggles. Like he'll be as real as he can. Which is awesome. It's good to see like the struggles and trials and tribulations as a newer trader. Going through it all. Trying to improve. So I think it's really cool. All right, one more minute, and I'm gonna wrap it up here. So, any last questions you guys exit now before it's the stream ends? If not, uh, I hope you all have a good day. Oh yeah, not seeing any questions. I see a lot of you guys are hopping off now. So, that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you again for tuning in each and every day. It means a lot to me. And y'all, I'll try to be in Discord today, but I'm not gonna be as active. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, last day of the week. Let's kill it again tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, and I'll catch you later. Peace.